Alright, y'all, we back with another one. This is by Shrouded Hand. I think I got that right. Terrifying doorbell camera footage that will keep you awake at night. Let's get right into it. Hey, if you're gonna be scared, you know what I'm saying?
Hello everybody.
Tee up.
Shrouded Hand here.
Shrouded Hand,
Today
okay.
we're going to be looking at some of the scariest stuff captured by doorbell cameras.
Right.
Since these cameras have become more affordable and popular, we've seen a whole slew of creepy doorbell
What the
camera
fuck?
videos.
Hey, hold on, man. What the Come on,
the
bro.
area in front of your home
Nah.
is a transitional space
Nah. What is... Bro, are you good, bro? Nah, bro.
between the
Come on, man. You got me... Bro.
safety of your house and the dangers of the big wide world.
Got me all
Any
bothered, man.
attackers or people seeking safety are likely to come from that
I seen this. They
direction,
tried to
which is
kidnap him.
Probably why so much weird stuff
Tried to
gets
kidnap little
captured
Billy.
on these doorbell cams. So I've gone through a lot of these
Threw the
videos
rock
and I
at
picked
him.
out the ones that I find the most scary. I've tried to avoid
Okay.
ones that are just people in Halloween masks acting a bit spooky because
No fake ones?
so
Okay.
most of these are just people playing pranks. But I've tried to find some interesting ones, so let's take a look.
Hey, I could fake some Ring doorbell footage, you know what I'm saying? You can make that... Bro, that's so believable.
This guy was spotted checking various properties in Greenville, South Carolina.
Okay.
Shortly after this footage, he attacked a woman on her driveway and forced her into her own home.
Dang.
He ran away after she produced a gun, but as far as I can tell, he was never caught.
Oh,
and
she had the
he's
gun.
still out there somewhere.
Dang, what was he... What you
This
think he's trying
footage
to
comes
get?
from
I mean,
Covina in California. Notice how the guy in front
these are all robberies, bro? What's going on? Okay, Black Flag was he...
cocks his gun ready to fire. Obviously, he plans to use it. It's not just there
GD?
for
Okay, got a revolver?
intimidation.
Oh, no, that look like a... That look like it's blue. I don't know. No, maybe it's not gang affiliation. Hey, hello, come in. Okay, got the knock. You know the knock. You know the knock. Okay.
Yo,
It's good. Bro, don't you got the ring, bro? I'd be like, hey, bro, get up off my...
yo. Yo, Kevin.
Kevin, not Kevin. Kevin live there?
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro. He said just coming out. What? It ain't. He's in. They said nah.
Luckily, Kevin wasn't home that time.
Oh, they
Who
knew?
knows what would have happened if he was.
Somebody named Kevin really lived there?
Another attempted break-in. This
ain't got no
footage
shirt
comes
on?
from DeKalb County in Georgia. This shirtless man was caught on 2 different cameras at 2 different homes trying to open their front doors whilst holding a pistol.
Dang.
It's kind of scary
That
how
is scary.
brazen he is. There's a sign on this door warning of the camera, but he just doesn't seem to care.
He don't care.
There's no attempt to conceal his identity or his intentions. It's hard with these local news stories to find follow-ups for a lot of these stories, so I don't know if this guy was ever caught, but when the story went live, he was still at large.
Dang.
This footage
That's
comes
crazy.
from Oakland County
Lock your doors, bro, first of all.
in Michigan. The guy was spotted multiple times creeping around people's homes and looking into their windows.
Yeah.
Maybe this doesn't count as a doorbell camera, but it is a camera on someone's door, so I'm including it anyway. The video is quite short, but it shows how determined he was. The
Yeah.
creepiest part of this story is that on another occasion, a woman woke up in the middle of the night to find this man stood next to her bed, rubbing her legs.
Nah.
When she screamed, he ran out of her house, but
Nah.
when she checked the security cameras inside her home, she discovered that he'd already been inside her house twice that same night while she was asleep.
You lying.
As far as I can tell, that particular footage wasn't ever released to the public.
Oh
This is
my-
the only video I can find of the man. Thankfully, he was eventually caught earlier this year. His name
no.
is Donovan Johnson. a
Not know
27-year-old
that he got caught, but oh my god, I'll just
serial peeping Tom.
Yeah,
who
he's weird.
surprisingly worked as an attorney at law.
What?
Now, imagine reviewing your camera footage and seeing this
Oh, I
guy
see the-
standing there at 1:30 in the morning. This is only a short clip, and I don't think he managed to get into the house, but it's terrifying to think that some guy could just rock up to your door like that with a gun and just wait for somebody to answer. This happened in Detroit, and I was able to find a follow-up story saying that this guy was caught a few days later. Apparently he was a felon with a history of committing armed robberies.
I believe it
The
in
single
Detroit.
mother who was in the house had a lucky escape this time. Footage comes from Vancouver. Notice the two guys sneaking around the back of the house as their accomplices knock on the door.
Okay. These look like some teeny boppers. They could be some teeny boppers.
This old bait and switch technique nearly worked if it wasn't for this guy slipping. From another angle you can see how close the homeowner was to getting a face full of shotgun before he managed to shut the door.
Oh.
Again, I can't find any follow-up stories to see if these guys were ever caught, but the reports suggest that this wasn't a random attack and the victim may have been known to the attackers.
I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of smart. The little bait and switch, kind of smart. That's kind of smart.
Here's another example of that bait and switch technique in action. It comes from Bakersfield in California,
Cali.
and it all starts with an innocent-looking woman knocking on the door.
Hey, look. I'm not opening my door for somebody I don't know, bro. Look, and the way I'm set up, if you knocking on my door, you gotta know me, bro. That's the way it's set up, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never gonna have no problem like this. Who you talking to? Who you whispering, huh? Who you looking at? Who you signaling, huh? Oh.
Do you guys happen to have a gas tank?
Nah, get. Ooh!
I have found some follow-up stories for this one. The attackers robbed the house and then they left.
Obviously.
Police were then able to identify the woman in the video as 27-year-old Trinidad Gonzalez.
Hey.
She gave a tearful interview from prison, blaming the crime on her addiction to methamphetamine. She said she was sorry for what she did, but then she refused to identify any of her accomplices, so crocodile tears, I guess.
Oh, murder, oh, murder.
As far as I can
murder.
tell, the two gunmen have never been caught. Cheers,
okay.
Trinidad.
She held it down.
Here's a
She held
scary
it
video
down.
from Fayetteville in North Carolina. A man is seen bloodied and beaten, being forced into his home by masked attackers.
Dang.
Apparently his wife and children were in the house at the time, which is probably why he seems so reluctant to open the door for them. The news report I could find say they stole drugs from inside the house.
Oh, okay. He had drugs. So okay. So the story a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? If you live, come on, man. Where your gun at? Where your gun at?
The victim. So yeah, it seems like everyone in this video was involved in some sort of dodgy dealing. So it's not just a random attack. This one,
Right.
but it's still scary to watch.
Where your gun at, man?
This
Then it's
video
just me.
comes from East London and
You know what I'm
shows
saying?
another big.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all gotta be careful.
This video
man.
comes from Manor in Texas.
Okay. Oh. Oh my goodness. So he just ran and then opened the door. Oh no. No.
According to police reports, the woman and her boyfriend were driving around when they got into an argument. The woman exited the vehicle and ran to the house to seek help. This is when her boyfriend grabbed her and dragged her back to the car.
Oh, that was her boyfriend.
The woman was found safe and well, and she didn't want to press charges, but upon reviewing the tape, police determined that the boyfriend, 20-year-old Victor Cockitch, was guilty of kidnapping and he was arrested.
Dang, for
This
kidnapping?
one comes from Richmond Hill in Canada.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Slam one in your head right now.
Oh, he's a roadman. He's a roadman.
I think I'm gonna die.
I can hear the accent too.
Charlie, I think I'm gonna die.
On your head top.
I'm gonna kill you. You wanna really die?
Thankfully, the woman was eventually found and her attacker, John McLennan, was caught. This is a bit of a strange story because when I was researching it, I found another news article from a few years before where the same guy was wanted for an attempted murder of a man in Toronto. I'm not sure if he just managed to evade the cops until the kidnapping incident or if he was charged and released for the first crime. The problem with researching news articles is that violent crimes often make the news, but follow-up stories are few and far between. So what happened between this guy being wanted for attempted murder and him kidnapping a woman 4 years later is unclear. The only thing that is sure is that he's now off the streets and probably having a lovely time in prison. This incident happened in Medford in Oregon and shows a bath towel clad woman desperately knocking on a door at midnight.
Ooh. Definitely would never open my door at past midnight. Because this could be, look, this could be a setup just like the other ones we was watching, bro. I mean, look, like you know what I'm saying? No good deed, you feel me? I mean, like, I'm sorry, you gotta go to the next house, because it ain't gonna be me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Miss Lady. I wish it could have been different. I wish. But I mean, it just ain't. It just ain't like that. Where's the attacker at? Where's the aggressor at? What's going on?
Although the clip is short, the woman continued to knock on the door for about 15 minutes before leaving.
15 minutes?
A search was instigated afterwards when police released the footage to try and track down the woman. She was found eventually, unharmed but shaken. She had been fleeing domestic violence, but she returned to her abuser after receiving no answer at the door. The latest news story I could find said there were...
Why'd you just keep going? That's the only house you could... Where he owned the whole block or something?
No arrests or charges made, and no names or further details have ever been released to the public. This next set of videos don't really have a theme. I guess it's just a miscellaneous selection of videos, weird stuff that I find kind of unsettling.
Okay.
A lot of these will appear in these top 10 creepiest doorbell footage lists, so you might have seen some of them before, but it's worth including them anyway.
Right.
This elderly woman was spotted ringing someone's doorbell in the middle of the night whilst holding a large kitchen knife.
No.
There's not a lot of information on this. It originally came from a Reddit post, which isn't the best source of information.
Right.
From what I can tell, the woman had dementia and had escaped from a local nursing home. Exactly how she escaped or how she managed to get hold of the knife is unknown.
Bro, imagine having to just... Why? No.
And to actually use it on anybody. In the footage, she seems to be mostly lost and confused, but certainly does make for a creepy bit of imagery. Apparently she was found soon afterwards and returned to the home, so at least this story has somewhat of a happy ending.
Or maybe she was just trying to protect herself. Bro, this is crazy, bro. This is like, I feel like a jump scare is about to come out, bro.
This video comes from California and shows a man licking a stranger's doorbell whilst looking into their security camera. If that wasn't weird enough, he goes on doing this for a full 3 hours.
What?
Apparently the homeowners were away at the time.
He looked like Mike Shefford. Look up Mike Shefford.
Their kids were alone in the house. When the camera detected movement and sent an alert to their phone, they were terrified to see the mysterious doorbell licker on their front step.
Nah, that's crazy, bro.
The man was identified as Roberto Arroyo, and he was arrested for stealing the power cables from people's Christmas decorations in their front yard. His behaviour in this video was very odd, to say the least. Especially because he spent 3 hours doing it.
That's crazy.
I assume he had some sort of mental problems.
Yeah.
Either that or they've just got a really tasty doorbell, I don't know. And if you think that was a one-off incident, here's another doorbell licker. This time from Lake Worth in Florida.
Come on, bro. Ew. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. What that is? What that is?
He appears to point to the headline on the paper he's holding, although it's not clear what it actually says.
What does it say?
What I find most disturbing is the thick drool hanging off his beard. Who knows?
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Again, not much information on this story. Apparently this guy was the homeless son of a neighbour. But
Oh,
and finally, I'm going to include this video just to show that not all doorstep threats are human in nature. It shows Gerald Haywood visiting a friend's house in Lawton, Oklahoma.
okay, Gerald,
Watch
Oklahoma.
carefully because this is a blink and you'll miss it type of situation.
Ooh, what the was that a snake?
Let's play that back in slow motion. Watch from the top left as Jarrell opens the door. A snake jumps out from above the door and bites him in the face. Luckily this snake wasn't venomous. Gerald was taken to a hospital and cleaned up. Sadly the snake didn't get away. It was caught and killed soon afterwards. But I guess that's what you get for biting people in the face.
Bro, imagine, bro. Yeah, Maryland is the move. Cause a snake biting me when you try to open the door, bro. I'm good. Hey, like the video, subscribe. Hey, if you don't like the video, subscribe. You might get hit. You might get bit by a snake. You know what I'm saying? You never know.